I'm not promoting any change to vaccine law. The current vaccine law has religious exemptions and philosophic exemptions. So those who jumped all over me on this need to stand up and say what they're for. They asked the president, are you for a new federal law holding people down and vaccinating them? He's not. Neither is anybody else who gave me a lot of grief over this, and neither am I for changing the rules either. But the thing is that the science is good, the encouragement is there, and there are some rules, and I haven't really been promoting changing the rules. But thanks for not getting into vaccines. I'm glad we agreed beforehand not to get into vaccines. I would say I'm about as direct probably as anybody on this. We are thinking very strongly about it. We do travel everywhere with the intention of putting the message out and seeing if it resonates, seeing if it's popular. So we have been to Silicon Valley, we've been to Texas, we've been to Iowa, to New Hampshire, we've been to all of those places. And part of the decision-making process is, do you have a chance? Is the message resonating? Do people believe that you can somehow win this? Because it's not really a lot of fun. And so that's part of the decision-making process. And then the family making the decision. And I've said we're going to make a decision very quickly, sometime in the March-April framework, and we truly are not completely decided. But there's a lot of us in a lot of organization that looks like we're heading in that direction. We just haven't made a final decision.
Just segueing into regulation in general, what you're pissed off about this net neutrality, the Tom Wheeler net neutrality plan, if I'm right. You're not a big fan, right? But you haven't read it yet because no one's read it, right?
Well, it exists in various permutations in the minds of various individuals, you know. So
it's good because it sort of stops paid prioritization. On the other hand, it does all these bad things that you don't like.
Well, I guess I'm not even sure it's good in the sense that it stops pay prioritizations. Let's say, for example, that I want to do the trucking business, and I'm in the trucking business, and you're Walmart, and then there's Joe's grocery store. To get Walmart's business, they're going to negotiate me down because they're going to say, we'll give you, you're going to have 10,000 truckloads of stuff, and so Walmart's going to bid me down, and Joe's grocery store is probably not going to get the same rate. So this is an economic fact that bulk supply, bulk contracts get different prices. The interesting thing, though, is without any regulation for 20 years on the internet, with all the fear that there might be some bulk pricing, I think there's very little evidence that it exists today.